If I could describe my father, it's him exactly. Hello, my lovely people. Once again, I'm sharing part 2 of my story with you. If you're watching this video, please stay tuned until the end. It gets a little exciting. After what happened, my father and mother went home that night. My father slept soundly, without a care in the world, while my mother was weak and in pain all over her body until morning. Looking at my father, I cursed him silently, wishing that someday he would experience the same pain he inflicted on my mother. The following Sunday morning, the whole family ate breakfast together. We were all angry with my father, but he acted like an angel, especially towards my mother. He was so sweet, as if he didn't remember what happened the night before. My mother forgave him again, and they hugged each other like a happy family. Sunday is for Mass, and we always go to church because my mother is very devout. After Mass, we went to our garden to harvest vegetables and other food. We helped my mother with all the work, while my father just watched and sat around. The week passed, and things were better. We felt like my father might have regretted what he did to my mother. Everything seemed to be improving. A few days later, there was a big wedding nearby. My mother is a very friendly and loving person, and she gets invited to every event in our village. As she was preparing her clothes for the wedding, she happily asked my father if her dress looked good. He gave her an innocent smile and said yes. Meanwhile, my father was sharpening his large knife, checking if it was sharp enough. He often helped with butchering cows and other animals at these events, so we didn't suspect anything. We all went to the wedding, happy and excited, dancing and enjoying the delicious food. While everyone was busy dancing, I noticed the way my father looked at my mother. I felt a sense of unease. The dancing continued, and one of the guests asked my mother to dance. My mother, being respectful, agreed. In our village, this type of dance is a traditional custom called sweet dance. At that moment, my heart started pounding. I saw the change in my father's expression. He looked like a different person. The wedding celebration ended, and we went back home without my father, as he stayed behind to drink. I told my mother that I saw a devilish look on father's face earlier, but she dismissed my concerns, saying that he had changed and promised never to hurt her again. Around 2 a.m., my father called out my mother's name. This wasn't unusual. He always did this when he was drunk. My mother went downstairs to him, thinking he needed help. We sat upstairs, scared and trembling. We didn't hear any voices for a long time, so we decided to go downstairs to check on them, trying to be as quiet as possible. We couldn't find them, and I told my sister that I had seen my father with bad intentions towards our mother. We ran towards the mountain, and then we heard our father's voice. My sister told me to be quiet and hide. At that moment, we witnessed our father biting, slapping, and punching our mother. Worse, he used a knife to scratch her body. My sister told me to get a big stone, and she grabbed a large piece of wood to defend our mother. But we were just children, and we were no match for him. We watched as our mother